Good afternoon. This is Spirit Journey. Today is Sunday, July 9th, 2017, and it's about a little after 2 p.m. I want to talk to you about something that is making me feel a little sad. It's nothing really serious. It's all a part of a growing process for me, and I see that in this spirit journey that I'm doing, that I need to let go of things in order to acquire new things that will build me up and make me strong. I had gotten a phone call yesterday, and it was a wonderful phone call from a lady that I knew when I was a child. She was my first playmate. I was 4, by the time when we met, I'd probably reached 5 already. Yeah. I moved into this area in Queens, that's in New York City, and we moved in the late summer, and then her family moved in, I think, about 6 months later, according to the father. And she was a really nice girl, and well, I had gone to meet my mom a couple of weeks ago, and I saw her father. I wasn't sure whether it was him, but it was the same house, and I walked off. I said, "Hey, are you Mr. So-and-so?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Oh my goodness." And I gave him, he knew my name. He said, "Oh, so you must be, you know." And he had given me my little friend's telephone number. And so I called her and left a message. But I got the response yesterday, and it was wonderful. But towards the end of the conversation, she asked me about social media. And I said, yes, I am on social media. But it was her response that is kind of making me, it's readdressing an issue. She also has social media. And she said, but, I want to be careful about not being on social media, to a great extent, because she finds that it pulls you down and makes you angry, and she doesn't want to walk around being angry. And I said to myself, wow, that's what's happening to me. I don't know whether some of you had noticed, especially about a week ago, I had done some videos out in the park, but I was very stressed. And I see, well, at that time, it was, yes, a week ago, I had found this YouTuber. It's the first time I saw this person's channel. And her channel is very I found her interesting. Some things about her is kind of funny. But her subject matters is very serious. I'm not going to give names or anything like that. But my point is that after listening to a video, again, a lot of things she says on her video is thought-provoking and accurate to some extent. But my issue is really that watching it, after a while, I felt it was pulling my spirit down, and I started to feel angry. And in fact, it was my head was pounding. And when I was doing that video a week ago, my temples were aching, and I felt like I was getting like an anxiety attack. It starts from my chest. It's a real uncomfortable feeling. And I felt I was a wreck. I see that social media, now I love my YouTube. No, be nice. I'm sorry, my little doggies. They get into be nice. Well, it could stress you out. And yes, I am about being socially aware. But sometimes in our social awareness, we can get consumed. And I felt I was getting consumed. And it's about how do you balance about being a socially aware person, being a so-called Black person living in America. The reality is reality. But I see that each of our reality is based on our experiences and location. Now, my little friend, my childhood friend, she and her mom made a new start. They had moved to a completely foreign environment. She did well for herself and she became a medical doctor. That's what she's doing now. Now, she could have, her family, just feel sorry for themselves and blame everybody. But this other YouTuber, I feel that she's angry. And I feel that she's angry at particular races. And yes, historically, things have happened to Black people by them. But we have to take responsibility at what we do. And I feel this other YouTuber and others like her, that there's a point of saying, okay, this happened, but now what are we going to do about it? What are you going to do about your life? Because each one of us is walking in their own skin, in their own shoes, and each one of us are bombarded by outside stimuli. And we have to deal with all those situations when they arise. And I don't want to be angry at the world. And I had this feeling before years ago when I was in my 20s. I was just starting out and I was meeting people like this particular YouTuber who's angry at white people for this and that. And a lot of it is, but I don't want to get to a point of blaming white people, because I see my problem, that the problems I have is not because of white people. My problem is because of me and the choices I've made in life, the choices to be upset or to be happy. And whether someone marries outside of their group or marries within their group, life continues on. And I think, I wonder about YouTubers like this, that, when you travel, and I've traveled and been to different parts of the world, when I was in the military and before I ever been into the military and after the military, I've traveled by myself as a female, as in this birthday suit that you see here, and I experienced different things. And that perception is based on many factors. Overseas, they mistaken me for an East Indian woman. I'm not Asian. But according to where you go in life and the experiences of those people and your own experiences, you're going to have some type of meshing of energies, so to speak. And sometimes the energies work with you and sometimes it repels. We have to find something that will work for you. And that we have to be careful not being sucked into negativity, because it will consume you. And I feel that particular YouTuber is being consumed because, like, the spark of life, she didn't have it. Even when she smiled, it looks evil. It's joy is joy. And you can have people who are in misery, but still their inner joy is theirs. And I feel that when someone had, she featured someone on her video, and the person was grieved because they had experienced bias, a biased reaction towards them, and the person was crying, and the woman that's showing this is indifferent. It's very hostile towards her, like good for you type of thing, and this individual never did her any wrong. So I'm saying, to a lot of blacks out there, you have to have heart. If you walk around being angry and not be able to feel for others who are in pain. Now, this person didn't do anything wrong to you. She just belonged to a different race than you, who was being uh, biased against because of this other person. You have to have heart, and especially now in the U.S., people don't care about us anymore. You're not the poster child for discrimination. You have people coming from all over the world. Everybody has their stories. And people don't want to hear the African transatlantic slave trade scenario again. It's a new chapter. But you still have to live where you live and take care of yourself. But in the process, don't turn your back on other people who are suffering, because one day that other person may be in a position to help you. And I've been in different parts of the world, and it really is nice when someone says, and does a nicety for you. Like, I've been overseas and I didn't speak the language. And I said out loud, hey, could someone, does anyone speak English? Could you let me know where my stop is? Something like that. And they were kind enough to do that for me. So I'm just saying, in our struggle, care about other people. Don't be fake and have a fake smile and wish harm. I felt in her heart she really was wishing harm on others. And that is poison. And you might think it's sending the poison out, but actually the poison is going within you. So let's be kind to ourselves, our families, and our neighbors, because one day you may need their help. That's all that I want to say. So take care and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.